Hello and welcome back. So I did a beautiful reading yesterday and of course it deleted itself. So we're going to just do another reading today. And I don't even know what the hell the message is going to be. But you know what? My whole new thing is not overthinking it. And just giving you a beautiful little message for the day. So what have we got? 4 of Cups. Okay. So we'll just see we'll see who this is for as we go. Knight of Cups. Looks like you're waiting on something. Yeah, big sigh. Big sigh. Maybe take a big breath in right now. And a big exhale as I pull these cards for you. Sorry about the lighting, if you care. I am just using my laptop camera right now, and so it's not the best picture, but whatever. I feel like people don't really look at the screen anyway. They just look at or they just listen like a podcast. Queen of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, Strength card, reversed. Okay. 10 of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. 8 of Pentacles. So you've been, this is another one of those messages that has a lot to do with like what you're building. And there's like a few themes here. There is a, there's almost like a depression happening at the same time as you building real stuff. So like something really valuable. And I think that you may be feeling almost like you're having these moments of depression or blasé or even like just apathy because you're kind of in this cycle of repetitive building, like repetitive motions. But I think that this repetition, it's like daily repetition. It's like the stuff that you were working on every day. It's like going to work every day and it's just like Groundhog Day to some degree. I think you're waiting for something to come in and shift things, or come in like inspiration, or come in and change where you are right now and like lift you out of your circumstances that you're in. And I think that you hope that this thing that will come in will be something that either takes you directly to a 10 of Pentacles situation, like wealth and longevity and stability, or that it will like in some way help you build that, or be a key point of that building, like a keystone. And I think that this is, okay, I think what we're dealing with here is actually something that goes all the way back to childhood wounds, or to like childhood, I'll just say childhood in general. I think that there's an element of the inner child wanting to be lifted out of a difficult, monotonous, or boring situation by like a mother, or by some kind of mothering energy, or a parental energy, let's say. And I think that the gods have heard this plea of yours, because I think it's genuine. I think you do want help. I think you want to be lifted out of a situation. And so I think the gods are actually sending a messenger in. I'm seeing you flanked by this motherly energy that's like watching you, and then this like knight energy, and both of them have wings on their helmets like Hermes. So I think that this could be seen this could be experienced in a few different ways. I think that it could actually come directly into your life physically, or it could come in through messaging, like information that comes to you either in meditation, in ritual, or through other means, like through your environment, things that you're listening to, whatever. So you are getting messages coming in towards you that are meant to be this thing that lifts you out of the state that you could potentially find yourself in at times. But also, I think this also has something to do with not fully, you're not seeing everything. So you're focused on a few things right now, and that's great. Like, there's nothing wrong with the things that you're focusing on. But there's something here that has to come in because you're not able to see it. And like I said, the gods, quote unquote, I'm getting like a Hermes type figure, like a Mercury. And I'm getting like a Hera, like a queen goddess type figure. And I'm just thinking about Greek mythology right now because the imagery is leading me to think about that. But I really am getting more of a motherly goddess energy. Very strong, very, very powerful, much more encompassing and powerful than she's given credit for. Like, this is usually the way of the goddess too, like the lore of the goddess. Like, the more you learn about goddesses, the more you understand that they are like these facets of one ginormous, unfathomable, creative energy. And this energy that's coming in on your outskirts, like that's been watching over you, so to speak, is this energy that's very, very, it's actually very tactile in the world. And I don't really know what that means. I think it means that she, or this divine force, is more the energy of like I said, Hera from Greek mythology, of this like mother goddess that intermediates between the like Gaia Titan force, bear with me, and the more potent expressions of the gods that are sort of like their children. So I know it's really hard to describe, but she's like this overarching. Okay, I'm also seeing Nut, I think, is the sky goddess in Egyptian mythology. There's this energy of being watched over, and not in a creepy way, in a motherly way. Like some being or some energy is like watching over you. This could also be an ancestor or something like that. Or it could be like an actual person, but like a real life person, like your mom or something. But it could also be you to yourself, right? But the idea, the main thing is that this is what you're kind of inside right now. You're inside this container where you've been kind of like pressurized, I think, to focus on a few things, because there's like, I think that's like you had to, because you're working on something. So it's like you've had to narrow your vision to some degree, or narrow your scope of what you're focusing on. And so you actually are, what's required now by these outside energies, by like these divine forces, is to now send you in something that will help you to get to the next stage. And because you're in flow, and you're supposed to be in flow, so you're doing the things that you've been told to do. You're only like not told like rules, but you've followed the signs, you've followed your instincts, and you've followed advice, and you've followed like sort of divine guidance, and you've decided, yeah, I just need to be like focusing on this stuff and like doing one thing at a time, blah blah blah, like mastering my craft, blah blah blah. And then now it's time for something to really come in, and it's going to come at you from like an unexpected angle. It will also feel like it's kind of dropped into your lap, so it might be something that is quite sudden, but it's not sudden in an earth-shattering way. It's just like, oh, like surprising. And you don't have to work for this. Like, you don't have to try to figure this out. You're just going to waste your energy if you try to figure out what this is, because it is a mysterious offer. Like, it comes in from the other side of the veil, so you can't know what it's going to be. And you're supposed to just sit in presence right now and to continue doing what you're doing. And then the next thing, the next important piece, is going to fall into your path or into your lap as you're doing what you're doing. There's something really significant about the child or children or an inner child and how this relates to your inner child. I know I'm thinking about the inner child today, but there's a lot of child imagery here. But I think that overall, yeah, something's coming in really fast. Like when it does finally get the opportunity to come in, like there's almost like an opening that needs to happen in your auric field, so to speak. And that's, again, not something that you are consciously going to have to figure out. This is something that will like naturally happen through your energy if you stay present and centered doing what you're doing. You don't even have to be, this is something that's coming through really intensely right now. You don't have to be like obsessively high vibrational right now. Like that is something that I'm getting really strongly here, is that that's unnecessary and not even real, apparently. Like you don't have to be gaslighting yourself into being super, super high vibe and super, super ultra grateful for like everything. You know what I mean? And like there's this notion of needing to like mind fuck yourself into a manifestation mindset and like only think about what you're creating or what you're going to create. What I'm getting right now is that you have already set the intention of what you want. And to obsessively think about it at all times and not allow yourself to just be in the present moment and like relax your brain is actually like a waste of energy. It's just like unnecessary. It's not going to make it any better or come any faster. Actually, what is needed for you right now is to relax the brain, is to relax through meditation as much as possible and to clear your mind. And I think that the clearing of the mind is this creates space for this thing to come in. And like I said at the very beginning, okay, we need to get this straight. You might not have a physical thing that comes into your life. This could be an idea. This could be an idea dropped into your brain that is like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, oh, like it all makes sense. It's like a piece that was missing. And it creates the stable foundation, or like it creates I'm really getting, it's like, it's the fourth corner that you needed in order to like build the dream house, or you know what I mean? I don't know. Like, so it very, very, very much could be an idea. It could be something literal in your life, like physical, that comes into your life, or an opportunity, or like a job or a person or something like that. But in that, I don't want you to attach yourself to the idea that this is like a physical life change, because it might be an internal shift for you. It might be like an idea or a vision that comes into you, into your brain. And the only way that it's going to happen is if you allow there to be silence and space, and to allow yourself to be bored. This is another thing too, like get bored. Allow yourself to be bored, not get bored, but like if you're feeling bored, can you just sit in the boredom, sorry. Can you just be there? Can you go outside and just sit with a tree in silence and like not put a podcast on, not put a reading on, not put music on? Can you just like sit and listen to stuff, like to the birds? More things like that, more emptiness, more nothingness in your daily routine is required for this to come in. So this is like a really strong message about doing less. It doesn't mean stop doing what you're doing, but it means struggle less, force less, like just fucking stop. Like we hear that kind of stuff all the time, and then we still fucking push. Like we still push. There's freaking relax. Like that's the message. There is an energy of slowness that you have been contending with, and that is why I think you're feeling like, God damn it. Like you're just feeling like you are having these kinds of depressive moments, or you're having these kinds of like just sad or apathetic moments. But there's something about the energy right now where you're allowed to be there, because something is stabilizing, and this thing that's coming in for you, whether it's through your own brain, by the way, by the way of the divine, I think. But whether it's through your own brain or like actually physically, like an opportunity or something that comes into your life, it doesn't really matter, because either way it creates more stability and permanence. Like it's a permanent thing. It's a thing that will last forever. Like it's a part of the thing that you're building that is like going to build you into existence, like your legacy. So now I want to talk a little bit about this Two of Pentacles and Strength reversed, because it hasn't been talking to me very much yet, but I want to see if these need to be, if they need to stay reversed or if they want to be put up. Okay, so you'll never believe it, but I recorded the whole second half to that reading and then it didn't save. So just like the way I opened this reading, boy oh boy, it happened again. So I'm just going to really quickly explain to you what happened, because it was like now an hour ago that happened, because I had to take a break and also talk to my therapist. Not about that, but you know. So we're back, and I'm going to tell you what the hell those cards were about. It was the Two of Pentacles and the Strength card reversed, and what it was about was an inner tension. You have an inner tension going on between two things that you are desiring, between two paths, and that this thing that's coming into your reality, this new idea or this epiphany or this person or this opportunity, is coming in to solidify that two-ness, that duality into one thing. Okay, so there's this like tug of war basically between you that's making you feel this internal tension to a certain degree about what you want to do or what path to go down or what thing to like really focus on and invest your energy and your money into. And so this opportunity is going to help you to realize which path is the one for you to invest in, okay? And what I blabbed on about was that this is going to feel like a choice that you're making, but that ultimately the divine has like basically already decided this for you. And that's also kind of besides the point, because it's like you have to make the choice, but the choice that you make is the right one, okay? And I think you can base your choice based on the opportunity that comes in and the thing that comes to you, that approaches you in this way, that comes kind of out of nowhere, that drops into your lap or into your head, as I said, if it's an idea or a thought of some kind, right? So I do think that it's going to awaken you out of apathy. It's going to make you feel like you are alive again. There's something really alive about this. And yeah, that Two of Pentacles is really, it's like you've been balancing so many things. And if this is a relationship, this will be like something's going to shift or enter the scene or enter the chat, so to speak, that's going to help you to decide like between two people. If you've been like juggling two people, let's say, this is going to help you to decide which person is your Queen of Pentacles, which is your person to like really focus on. Okay, yeah, so we have the little one rises and tender trust, beloved body. So this is definitely a message geared towards your inner child and towards that sense of innocence and play that's going to like emerge from you after this period of stillness. And the other thing that is really important here to remember is that what's needed from you is nothing but presence. You are only meant to create spaciousness in your mind and in your daily existence right now. You are not meant to busy yourself or to try to figure this out through force or through intellectual pursuit or anything. You're just meant to create space in your daily life so that when an opportunity comes, you either take it or whatever, and you just do things. You're responding to things that life is bringing you. And you're meant to relax the mind and relax the body. So mindfulness meditation is really key. This is something that was coming in the previous message, is like it's so important that you practice mindfulness meditation and clear out the mind, or not clear out the mind, but more create stillness within the space, within the intellectual and mental space, so that you can see things for what they are, so that you can allow your body to respond in the right opportunities or in the right time. And this is going to allow you to really see things from above and to see things from like a perspective that you wouldn't have if you were busy with your nose to the grindstone and constantly trying to force outcomes. You're actually going to be raised up. You're going to be like lifted up to be able to see what's really important and necessary in this situation. So we do also have dandelions and a butterfly showing up here. I'm getting dogs, and like big furry dogs are a symbol for this group. We have hawks and pigeons and doves. With dandelions, I'm really getting there's like an element of wishing. So you have wished, you've sent out your desires. Let's put it this way. You've sent out your intention into the world. This is like a manifestation coming in, basically, because you have like dispersed the wishes already. So you don't need to be doing any more forcing or any more like proving of yourself. This is just a matter of creating space, if you're feeling bored, just feel into that boredom, feel into that stillness, and allow yourself to be there, because something is arising from this. Some new life is coming out of this. You've been literally transforming yourself. And I think this is one of those moments like of stillness before a big emergence kind of happens. And not emergency, but like an emergence from the cocoon, from the womb, from the ground. This is like springtime type of energy. So yeah, I'm getting this like lift off, you're lifting off, you're leaving, you're seeing things from a higher perspective. And yeah, and it's because you've trusted in yourself, and you've trusted this process, and you've also trusted the like earthy processes of like putting one foot in front of the other. And yeah, just like that beautiful earth sign energy of like of knowing that things take time to build, and that your experience of life through your body is like the most sacred thing about this existence. And so this is like a moment for you to step back from overworking yourself, to step back from overthinking, and just to allow an emotional resurgence to come in the way that it needs to come in. So hopefully that resonated. Thank you so much for being here. If you want an energy reading or an archetypal healing session, they are available to book on my website, or you can reach out to me directly. We can figure it out. Check out my Substack for writing. If you're interested, I just uploaded or posted an article, and there's also a podcast. Like there's an audio, so you can listen to it if you're interested. Check that out. And follow me on Instagram or whatever if you're interested in that as well, whatever. But anyway, thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Love you.